Let's have fun, brother. It's
Let's do
fun.
it.
It's fun. It's
Let's,
fun. All right. I think we are live. That's so cool. All right. Hey, everyone. This is Dickens from Get Fit Stay Fit Coaching Program. And today I have one of my very successful clients named Phil. He's joining us to talk about how he was struggling with eating properly and having the right proper mindsets to get him to do the work. So thank you for coming on, Phil.
you forgot your favorite client, but I'll let that slide.
Oh yes, that's right.
You're making me blush now.
That's true. You absolutely are my favorite clients, man.
Oh man, I don't think you can post this one now. Oh man, well.
So Phil, tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, and what you do.
Well, yeah, so a little bit about me. I'm a business owner. I own actually a couple of businesses, so I'm very busy. My work schedule is pretty hectic. I'm not a 9-to-5 guy, so anything can pop up at a last minute notice. So as far as my schedule, it's very busy. I just like anybody else. I mean, before your program, I was going to the gym. I was as much as I could. I ate decent, or what I thought was decent before I joined you. So other than that, and as far as like stuff that I do outside of work, I used to play sports. Now I'm just kind of getting too old to do any of that stuff. So
you know what's so funny?
So,
every time I look at your picture, man, I'm like, damn, man, this guy, somebody else call me Hercules. I'm like, no, I'm not Hercules. This guy's Hercules. I'm looking at your arms, your biceps, like, it looks humongous, man.
Oh, now you just say it. Now you just fluffing me up here. Well, that's my goal, is to hit the wall of fame behind you over there. Not get on the wall over there. So, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I've definitely seen a big change joining your program.
Cool. My question to you now, what was the problem you had prior to joining our program?
Man, there was a couple of problems, now in hindsight, obviously, but I'd say like one of my biggest problems was eating consistently or having the proper meals. I'd say the nutrition aspect of it was probably the biggest obstacle for me. With my busy schedule, I'd more often skip meals and then eat a huge meal at the end of the day. Or I think a lot of people struggle with stuff like that, and I'm just one of those people that was an obstacle for me, was the nutrition.
Okay, the nutrition. Oh yeah, so that's for, like you said, for most people it is, and the mindset's problem as well. It's for to get you to get up and do the work. It's just
you got to get up and do the work, right?
yeah, that's what makes it very difficult. So why did you choose to join to work with me when you have I remember when we met, we were at the gym, there were so many other people doing the work and all that stuff, and what was the reason, why did you choose to join us?
Okay, I'll give you a little. You know what? I never told you the actual truth, but bottom line, this is very so. I was getting fat during the quarantine. The gyms were closed. I didn't really have anywhere to go. I would, do maybe some push-ups and down in the basement or whatever. Right. But besides like gaining a little bit of weight during quarantine and not feeling really good or healthy about myself, right. I wanted a challenge. I wanted to challenge myself. I really did. I wanted to see how far I can take my physique and my health. So, when we met at the gym, we were just vibing. You didn't even sell me anything. You were just like, I do this, and I was like, oh, all right. And then that's when I decided to do it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did have a lot of questions. Because one thing I noticed in the gym, sometimes when you try to talk to people, because they're so busy in their own thing, and they don't want to take a few minutes. And for me, I'm very approachable. People can just ask me the question. It doesn't hurt me if I just stop, catch my breath for 2 seconds and answer them questions, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Well, I should probably give a piece of advice to anybody else that sees you at the gym. if you see you at the gym, do it in between sets. Don't, right? Do it during the break. Yeah, just proper gym 101 etiquette, right?
That's very true. Now, my next question to you, was there anything in particular about our program that really, really helped you? And why was it so effective?
Oh man, there's not just one thing that's effective. It's really the whole system. I would have to say, one of the things that stick out in my mind would be definitely you holding everybody, or holding me. You hold me accountable. You know, you hold me to every week when I come in, we measure and you tell me what my obstacles were. That was extremely helpful. If I was come across anything that was difficult, and then you would kind of redirect me and keep me on track. So that was definitely one thing that helped me a lot to stay on track. That was probably the biggest thing that stuck out in my mind.
And that was pretty effective for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I mean, if you don't have somebody kind of holding you accountable, you get up that one day, you're like, I'm going to skip the gym today, or I'll go tomorrow. I'll have this
trust me, I know.
Cake. Oh, you know me with cookies, right? So I'll have a cookie.
I can't believe you have a subtitle on your Instagram, Cookie Eater.
Yeah, I do. I'm a professional cookie eater. I love all cookies. So
but see, how do you see how difficult it is to change someone's mindset to go from something that they used to do, and I'm here, who am I to tell you, oh well, we need to change that habit, man. No more eating cookies anymore. Like, how easy was it for you to just give that up without me pushing you or yelling or saying mean things or try to have you disassociate from that? How was that? How did that happen?
I mean, it's not the listen. I think that the answer to your question is it takes the individual to really put themselves to you can only take someone so far, right? You can give them the blueprint, but it really is on the individual too to kind of do the right thing. For me, what kind of really stopped me from like kind of sneaking in cookies here and there was just that I wanted to reach my goal. It was important to me, and this is where you hold everybody accountable every week, because if I came in one week and had a bad week, then I would take that as a personal attack on my goal, and then I would want to try even harder. So just knowing that I was coming to see you every week, I didn't want to disappoint you. I didn't want to disappoint myself. So it was kind of collective, but it make no mistake, it's definitely on the individual. So I took it upon myself to really take it serious.
Sounds good, man. And as a result of implementing the program, what was the outcome for you?
Well, the outcome so far is, I mean, we totally did a 180 on my fat percentage and my muscle mass, right? So we flipped that. Now my body fat's really low, my muscle mass is up. So that was so far it's been really good. I can't wait until we start getting into the cutting phase.
Oh yeah. I think it was shocking for you. All right, wasn't it shocking for you when you're like, I don't understand how I got in shape, but I got big, and then my weight, the scale.
Yeah, that was that was funny. Like I remember you would always tell me like, don't worry about the scale. You basically told me to throw my scale out. So you're like throw that thing in the garbage. It don't matter. I think that's a big misconception with a lot of like these weight programs, these like get in shape programs. Right. Is like, if you got someone concentrating just solely on your weight, that just doesn't work. And I learned that real fast with you. It's all about, what you take into your body, and it's all about the muscle mass, body fat, doing it the right way. The weight doesn't matter because it's all about the inches. It's like how your body's shaping. So, I think I started off with 197 with you.
Yeah.
I lost weight in the beginning, but then I gained. Now I'm around 204. Yeah. So, but I'm in better shape now than I was at 197. So, like, the weight doesn't. Doesn't matter.
That picture you sent me was crazy. I'm looking at it. Look at the time. And so,
Well, that's why I told you not to put a double bicep to yourself in front of me. You got me looking small, man. I can't do that.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. Well, how has your life changed since achieving this outcome?
Oh man, that's a good question. My life has changed in the way of my schedule. So I'm a lot more organized, because I learned pretty quickly with this program is that you have to be organized. You have to plan out your day. You have to be on top of your meals and your workout program and stuff like that. And so it's kind of the business I'm in. I don't really have a schedule. I kind of come and go as I please. So that was a difficult switch for me, but it's improved my day-to-day production. So I would say that my schedule, keeping on track with things.
Yeah, because I do remember when you started, you said time management was, and that's one of the things we do when we coach people. We really help you with your time management. We coach you on these things and coach you on a lot of things to make sure, because I like to call that part a burning desire. What a burning desire is a story that you make either gonna force you to go fast or slows you down. And some people will make stories like, okay, my time management. Oh, okay, I can't do this. Yeah. I can't do that. Well, the more you keep making enough stories like this, it just slows you down and
excuses,
it takes forever to get to your outcome. So, so my job when I coach people is when I hear these stories is to break you out of that habit ASAP every week so that you can constantly making progress. Rather than go at 5 miles an hour, you'd be going 100 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what we were able to do with you from week one, when you started telling me about time management. I said, listen, no, there are plenty of ways we could do this. That's just, I think you got that out the way right away.
Yeah, you kind of touched on the mindset a little bit with that. Yeah, and that's another huge takeaway. Yeah. That like getting in the right mindset to accomplish goals, and that's anything. If that's your health and your physique, all the way to any type of habit or work ethic. It kind of filters into everything. So the mindset needs to be right to reach goals, and that's with anything in life. So that's a very important tool that you use.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good stuff, man. It's almost impossible to work to help a client make change without the mental aspect of it, because
absolutely.
That's where your drive force comes from, to determine whether you want to go 100 miles an hour or stop, slow down, and you never get there, So got two more questions for you. The next one is, what do you think you would be right now if you didn't take any action to join my program?
Oh man, I don't know. I might be 300 pounds sitting on the couch with a bag of potato chips. Man, where would I be? I'd probably be in the same kind of routine that I was before. Thinking that I'm eating healthy when in reality, I'm not. Doing my same lifting program, and I think that I'd probably be in the same cycle. Right. Because with the eating, it's connected to the gains, to gaining muscle. So I definitely wouldn't have gained, 40 pounds, right? 40 pounds of muscle. Yeah. In the short period of time that I did with you, I definitely wouldn't be there. I would probably be in the same routine that I was before.
Totally
so that's one of the biggest connections I've made, was that the food, food is king, when it comes to getting gains. I mean, that's just a baseline that you it's just an necessity, that you need, you need to eat, you need to feed yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree. The science part is very important, besides the mental part of it. Absolutely, totally agree. Now, if there's anybody watching us right now who are on the fence and thinking about it, they want to give us a call to work with us, and they're thinking about joining this program, what would Phil say to them? Look at the camera. They're watching us now. They're like,
"Oh man, put me on the spot. What would I say? I would just be honest. I really would just just keep it simple. I mean, I wouldn't try to sell them on, you know, and be robotic with a whole bunch of fluff. I would just say, you know, if you really want results, if you're really serious about kind of changing your lifestyle and getting in better shape, I mean, you know, you just, and you want, and I would say, I've said this to people before. If you want someone also that doesn't rush you out the door, takes their time, and really puts in the effort and listens.
I love that.
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious, and I think you know, then Dickens is your man, because that's the one thing I never felt rushed, even when we gone to the gym to lift together. You know, listen, I know you got a busy schedule, but you don't. You truly do care about the results of your clients. So and that's genuine. So that's something you can't fake.
Right. I totally agree, man. So there you guys go. You guys heard it from Hercules himself, right? You know, so thank you guys for listening. So thank you, Phil, for coming on board.
Oh, my pleasure.
And, so we got to do this again, you know, once we, you know, get back into cutting phase, so that way we can see both changes, you know, how you put on so much muscle mass, and you know, how you're gonna cut down and look and whip, you know, starting next week.
I know summer's right around the corner, man.
That's right. Totally agree, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in.